What's up, guys? How you doing? And welcome back to the channel. So today I've got a very generic looking box in front of me. Another knife from Amazon. This one's from Bezubin. I think it's been on other channels, but I've never had one. It's budget, so it's part of the mission. $32.90 for this guy on Amazon. And I'd say look out for coupons. They always, Amazon always drops coupons on things, but very plain box. Let's get it out of here. It feels like there might be a case. I think it said it has a case. And yeah, definitely has a case. So here it is, Bezubin. And some of your bigger companies can take note, when you're not giving cases or anything. And if Bezubin can do it, you can do it, right? I do like to have a case. And let's open it up. And right off the bat, we got some keep dry stuff. Get out of here. Got a rag. They even gave me a rag. Come on, guys. If Bezubin can do it, you can do it. No stickers, but maybe later in life they'll have stickers. Let's get that case out of here. Let's take a look at it. All right, so right out of the box, G10 scales, pretty grippy. Look pretty nice. Not the best in the world, but pretty good machining on it. Let's get up real close. Pretty good machining on there. Not horrible. The grippiness is grippy. But let's look at this blade real quick. It is a Tonto style blade. And if I got my stats right here, it's just about a 3.5 inch blade. They go by like, it's 3 and 15, 30 seconds. So just about 3.5 inches. Not a bad looking blade. The coating looks okay. Kind of cheapish, but not awful. See it laying across the hand. Big ass billboarding right there with the Bezubin. Let's feel the blade. Pretty dang sharp. Pretty sharp out of the box. On all edges, all sides, even on the front of the Tonto. Pretty sharp. Take a nice look at that. But you can see what I'm talking about. The finish looks, it's okay. It's okay. Let's look at the jimping. All right, that's some questionable jimping going on there. And let's look at that. See how it sits there? It's like back on here, and it really doesn't grip into your thumb. So I'm not knocking it. It's just not great. At least it has jimping. A lot of knives don't even have that. Let's check the blade wiggle. Up and down, nothing. Side to side, just a little bit. Right, coming back toward me. Yeah, a little bit of blade wiggle. I might try to. Let's see if I got my driver out. Tighten that up. No, it's all the way tight. So yeah, it's got just a little bit of blade wiggle on it. Not horrible, but it's there. Not annoying at all. Just to be noted. Got to note these things. A little bit of knife juice on there, but not too bad. Let's look at the back of the blade, and there's your blade steel 14C28N, printed nice and nicely, if that makes sense. And yeah, like I'm saying, I'm doing it's not. I'm not impressed by it so far, but I'm not like knocking it either. It's not bad for the price, $32. The action is questionable. Again, it's the axis lock, so it's going to be. I suck at them anyway. I don't know why I suck at these locks so bad, but oh geez, why do I struggle with these things? Anyway, close, but not bad. It holds in pretty good. Reverse flicking to work. I can get it on this one at least. Yeah, that SRM was kicking my butt in that one video, so let's try it again just to make sure. And see, it's doing it again. Again, the thumb studs are pretty close, and you see me in other. Okay, there we go. You see me in other videos. I can do a reverse flick. So, just the thumb stud placement just seems to be kind of too close to the body of the knife, the scales and everything to get in there. For me, at least. You guys might not have a problem with it, but for me, it's just an issue. What the hell? It's feeling like crazy on me. There we go. That's a me problem, like I said before. I'm going to work on that. Anyway, let's look at everything else. All right, so all your hardware is pretty flush. This guy sticks out a bit. Of course, your pivot's going to stick out. It is reversible, so I'm doing better, guys. Little backspacer there with your lanyard hole on that. Pretty open, except it's like a maybe quarter-way backspacer on there. Not too bad. If I didn't mention it, the texture is good. We'll say the texture is pretty dang good on there. But yeah. Pocket clip, okay, that's a lot tighter than the SRM I did. Very tight pocket clip. Let's do a pocket in the pocket check. Yeah, it slides in really easily too, I think. Hold on, I missed my pocket totally. Yeah, it's pretty tight. And with the texture and everything there, there's no screws in there, so it's not going to catch your pocket. But that texture kind of might fade out your pocket a little bit. But not too much. Not too bad, I don't think. Let's see if it's centered up. It is centered, so overall, not a bad knife. Let's compare it to this wonderful. I'm using this a lot for comparisons, but this thing is still amazing. And if you guys haven't bought one, I don't know what you're waiting for. Just nice, solid action. Ugh, I could talk all day about that thing. And let's bring out the SRM. It's more along, yeah, it's almost exact size as the SRM. Quality-wise, the SRM is better. I mean, that's just, it is what it is. This company is, I don't know. To me, it just kind of looks cheap. And I know it is G10, it is 14C28N, but this coating kind of looks cheap to me. And maybe I'm just tripping, but overall, I mean, look at the difference between these two knives. You can see, even on my camera, you can see the quality differences, even with this guy. Lot different in the quality. So I'm not going to knock it totally. I'll give it its rounds. I'll carry it around and all that good stuff. But right off the bat, it just looks cheap to me. Maybe it's the billboarding. Maybe it's whatever. It just looks kind of cheap. Feels okay. Like I said, the ergos are decent, but that jimping, kind of weird. I'm not bitching too much about it, am I? But anyways, not horrible, not great, somewhere in the middle. We'll look at it later in the month when I do my end of month roundup, but it's kind of eh. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you to all my veteran brothers and sisters, and my active duty guys, of course. Sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Active duty guys, thank you guys too, and see you guys next video.